Hi there folks, Thomas here, and today's video is going to be a bit different here. Wanted to cover something that has unfortunately happened at an opportune time, involving one of my favorite bands, and it's a bit more difficult than most times this certain situation has happened. So just let it sink in for a bit. So, to preface this video, one of my all-time favorite bands is SlipKnot. I've been listening to an awful lot lately. I've just been, re-listening to a lot of their old songs and getting into the new ones. They recently put out that album, "We Are Not Your Kind," and it was fantastically made. I liked pretty much all the songs on there. Some people are indifferent towards them, but I personally like the new direction they went in. Just adding in some more interesting songs. I think my personal favorite one was "Spiders," but that's beside the point. Yeah, and one of the founding members of it. There's not really too many founding members in Slipknot nowadays because the only founding one now is Clown. Obviously the clown in the band. But one of the founding members of Slipknot was a guy named Joey Jordison. He was like the original drummer, like all the way back when the band was first formed, during the demo days and the self-titled album, all the way up to All Hope Is Gone, and he toured with them until late 2013, I believe, until he was diagnosed with something called transverse myelitis, which, essentially to describe it, it made him lose the ability to use his legs properly, and he couldn't play the drums, and, he was sort of let go from Slipknot because of that. And a lot of people have debated one way or another about, they disrespected Joey, but would you want to have somebody with such acute of a disease playing in your band? It's it can't be possible. If you can't do the job, then you can't really be there. And people have discussed it one way or another. I'm not here to touch on that. People have already said their piece on it. There's nothing more I can say about it, except just a personal thing. But the reason I'm making this video today is that, unfortunately, Joey has passed away this morning. 3 hours ago, as I'm recording this video here, I found an article on Loudwire that apparently Slipknot and some individual members like Corey, Clown, the new guys Jay and Alessandro, and others like them, except for Mick and Craig, because Mick isn't very active on social media, and Craig doesn't really have any social media platforms. They've gone through a blackout in honor of him. It's passing away and such. He was 46, I believe they said, and I know celebrity deaths happen an awful lot. I know they happen more than good things happening in the world, but which, by the way, there's not many good things that happen in the world. I'm just gonna put that out there. But like I said, this one kind of hurts more in a way because it is a band that I'm very much a fan of, and one that instantly clicked with me because of how fucking nuts they were, and just the entire gimmick of the 9 guys with the masks and shit. And much like Paul Gray, the original bassist, who was also a founding member and died back in 2010 to a drug overdose, Joey was pretty much the driving force of that band. And honestly, hearing this kind of makes me think of the Stevie Ray Vaughan story. I don't know, two completely different genres of music, but just hear me out on this one. For those of you who know Stevie Ray Vaughan, he died of a helicopter crash when he was 35 in 1990, less than a year after he got fully sober. And when Joey finally got the strength back in his legs in 2019 and such, he was going to the gym every day, trying to get his legs moving properly and shit, and he was able to get his strength back. He died 2 years after he was able to get it back on track and shit, actually started playing drums again. And it's just sad to know. And I know 46 isn't a terribly young age to die. It's not incredibly young, say, in somebody who's in their mid-20s or mid-30s, or early 30s rather. But I feel like it's young enough to be they really could have done a lot more had they had the chance to, and had things not gone the way they had. But life's not about, wouldn't worry about the what ifs, just dealing with the what's happening nows. And unfortunately, there's no roadmap to life, and things happen for a reason. For what reason, nobody really knows, but, you know, it happens, and people are hurt by it. And, you know, it's alright to be hurt by it. Sorry. Getting a little touched up already. But all I can say is to, you know, Joey's family and such, I'm sure they're hurting right now, and fuck, why am I getting so turned up about this? I just wish them nothing but the best going forward, you know. I just ask them to, like, respect their privacy and such, just try not to bug them, let them grieve in peace. You know, the same way that Paul Gray died, you know, just respect their family's privacy and such. Just don't be too harsh on that, and try not to be disrespectful to them either. Just, like, don't bring up shit about how you feel they disrespected Joey in some way, like SlipKnot disrespected Joey in some way by kicking him out of there, because, again, that is just a whole different argument that does not need to be here. And to those of SlipKnot who are still there, I hope they're still doing well, and whatever new music they're going to be coming out with, because I know they're planning on getting a new album out soon. I hope it's something fantastic, you know. But anyway, I just wanted to get this video out there to share my personal thoughts on it, and honestly, I'm kind of distraught over it. I may not be showing it in the best of ways, but it's just like, what the hell else is there to say? There's just musician deaths happen all the time, but this one felt a little bit different, and there's really not much else to say beyond that. And to quote Michael Jones from Rooster Teeth for a bit, there's a lot you can say, and there's also nothing you can say. So that's all I got for right now, so see you later.